So good evenings, wonderful students of Lagos State University. Once again, I welcome you all to this course, EST 242, Computer Methods. Like you have been told earlier, or given the full details about the history of the CTCA. So once again, can anybody in the class, can you tell the class, can you tell us what is the full meaning of CTCA? Any other person, you are wasting my time? Who can tell us the full meaning of CTCA?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, yes.
This is Shola.
Okay. What's the full meaning?
The full meaning of CTCA is control technical approach.
Very good. You see that I'm clapping for you. That's it. Cultural, techno-contextual approach. I'm repeating it again. Cultural, techno-contextual approach. You know, I've told you in the first class that we have a series of methods that you can use in teaching science. But this is an indigenous method of teaching invented by Professor Peter Okebukola, the distinguished professor of our great university, Peter Okebukola. So the full meaning is cultural, techno-contextual approach. So this class is just to give you an idea, give you the process, the steps in implementing it, in carrying out or in teaching any topic of your choice. So we have 5 basic steps. Like the lesson notes I ask you to write in any topic of your choice in computing or in computer, you must make sure that you give them an advanced organizer. That's the first step in implementing the CTCA. You inform the students ahead of the class. This is the topic you want to talk about or you want to teach them. Let them go back home and inform their parents and their guardians the related cultural or indigenous knowledge about the topic. For example, I said I want to teach communication. Let them go home, use their phone, use their computer to search for that topic online. And also they ask their parents, how was communication done? So let them write it down. That is the first step. Students should be made aware that short reflection are to share among themselves. So when they come back to the class, they are to share their ideas among themselves. That is step 1. In the step 2, at the start of the lesson, the teacher is to introduce the topic. And the students are to be grouped in mixed ability and mixed sex. They are to relate among themselves their findings about what they have found from their parents or their guardians. And that is the collaboration in the step 2. So this step 3, the teacher also progresses the lesson, drawing practical examples. So if I'm, like I said in the first class when we were talking about this topic, if I'm going to teach a child in Badagry, a particular topic, it's going to be different how I'm going to teach another child staying in Surulere because their context is different. So you must take notes of that context and relate and draw example from that place so that it will be relevant to the students and you can give example based on that. It will be easier for that student to comprehend. Then the next step is for you to make sure that the indigenous knowledge and cultural practice are documented of the meaning. That is, make sure that any misconception brought by some of this, you know, there are some students in that group. Some will say, I did not find anything. No. Some will say, my mother said they cannot remember anything about communication or any topic you give to them. Or some might bring a kind of idea that is really wrong. So in that step 4, any kind of misconception from the student in any group, you have to correct it. Then the last step is now for you to text. You know, you must collect their number. At the close of the lesson, the teacher or the group leaders will send a maximum of 320 character summary of the lesson in kind of a 2 pages via WhatsApp. You send it to them. So that is the technology aspect of it. You know, like I told you, we have so many methods of teaching. We have the concept method of teaching. We have the lecture method of teaching. We have so many of them. But this one is indigenous. This one is our own. It's our own model by Professor Okebukola. And the essence is that you want to break any difficulty in any topic so that it will be easier for you. It will be easier for the student to comprehend. It will also be easier for you to teach. If I'm going to teach anything communication, and I want to talk about train, or I want to talk about a bridge, I cannot be giving examples of bridge or a kind of car that is in America. I must look at examples within the environment of the student so that those examples that they can see, those examples that their parents can relate with, it will be very easy for them to understand any kind of topic that we are talking about. So as we go on to, I would like to share my lesson note for next week's lesson. I told you in the Moodle. Can you all see my screen now? Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
You see, this is what I expected you in your assignment that I asked you to submit. You see, relevance of computer science education to the school and the society. You see, that's the course, LASSO EST 242, computer science method. So apart from you introducing yourself, the institution and whatever, reference link are there, your name is there, you go to the objective. Look at the steps. These are the steps that I've just stated for you. The teacher asks the student to watch relevant YouTube videos relating to that topic. In this topic that we are talking about relevance of this course to the school and the society. This is what I was expecting in the assignment. The step 2 of the CTA, what does it say? It says, the lesson commences. The teacher welcomes the student to the class and group them via their WhatsApp. Because of the lockdown, this time around, we are using WhatsApp group, Zoom group, in form of mixed method and their ability. The teacher asks the students to discuss and share ideas based on their findings from their parents. And these are the basic steps that I've just talked about. Then you must put pictures of interesting things. And I don't want to see any white colonel or white men. We want the black, the African children. Any picture you are going to send to me must be related to Africa. You see, this is a little bit joke about that is related to the topic. Then the relevance itself. You see, computer science can be helpful in Africa development skill and future. Then in terms of entertainment, this was how it was done before. But these days, by connecting some of these things to the computer, you can enjoy yourself. And other things are there. Relevance to health sectors. I can use now send a lesson note to me and I have, you are talking about white people all over the place. Does that denote our context? So these are some of the things you must take note when you are developing a lesson note relating to this. And the steps goes on like that and like that. Is it clear? Do you have anybody with any question? So I've stopped sharing. Any question relating to this? So for now, we have given, at the end of this day, at the end of this course for today, or this lesson, we have been able to give ourselves or implement the steps involved in implementing the CTCA. We said we have 5 basic steps. The first step is give an advanced organizer, that is tell the students what they are supposed to ask their parents about the topic. Any topic of your choice, it can be mathematics, it can be English, it can be biology, any topic, just tell them. So they will go and make findings. Then when they come to the class, you group them. That's the step 2. You group them into 2, you group them into 10. Let them start discussing. There must be a group leader among them. Then the step 3, the teacher comes in to start explaining based on contextual examples. Is it clear? Then the next step is for you also to draw cultural example, and some of them who have mixed feeling about that topic or whatever idea they bring from their parents, you try to negate it or you try to add it to what you two have. You know, everybody is learning. Then the last step is that you are sending character of 320 summary of the topic via WhatsApp messages or any platform, any social media, so that they'll get it and also use it as a kind of summaries so that it will help them in understanding the topic. And with this, I think we have done what we need to do for this class. I hope everybody understand what we have done for today, so that when I'm going to give you another opportunity for you to resend that assignment, you will do it properly. So for today, I think I'm going to wish you a very happy weekend. You have been enjoying yourself. The weather has been chilly. Am I right? Adeleke Aishat. Effiong, Morris, you have been enjoying yourself now. Ibrahim, you see Ibrahim is laughing. You have been enjoying yourself. So take your time. I've already sent you the electronic version of that CTCA book. So just have any question you have, you can relate, you can send it back to me through my mail, and I will make sure that I answer it properly. So for me, Olasunkanmi Gbeleyi, I remain your facilitator, and I will expect you that you are going to put in your best in this week in the module classroom. So bye for now. Thank you.